The 2018 quarterback draft class. Questions about it. All the Browns front office people apparently were sold on Baker-Mayfield, right? Is that what we were led to believe?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's take a look at some of the stats from the 2018 teams. There you see it. There you see it. Sam Darnold now coming back, but last year he had 13 games, plus whatever he's got this year. I'm sorry, that's the 2018 season. Josh Allen, a lot of people wanted him. Josh-Rosen, not many people wanted him. I did, by the way, and Lamar-Jackson. So what do we glean from this?
I don't know. Like if you jumbled them all, put them back in the same hat, who would you take first? And
knowing what you know now,
knowing what you know now, and mine would be a toss-up between Lamar-Jackson and Baker-Mayfield right now.
Yeah, but Lamar-Jackson, though, don't you have to just totally change your offensive game plan
I don't know.
and personnel?
I mean, we'd have to see, and I'm sure the crack staff that you have would find his numbers from this year, but I think he's been very improved as a passer.
That was easy. We happen to have those numbers. I think. Maybe not. Yes, we do.
Oh, is that this year?
Yeah,
these
now
numbers?
it is.
I'm sorry,
now
I thought that was last.
It was. Now we got the 2019 up there.
Yeah, so 11 TDs, 5 interceptions. That's much better than what he did last year, right?
Yes, but I think they've put their offense around him, and I don't think you could just pick and choose and do that with Baker-Mayfield.
No, that's why I don't know. I mean, he's a tremendous athlete. He's, you hear Rex Ryan say that when Baker Mayfield scrambles, he's the slowest guy on the field. I mean, probably true. Where you don't say that about Lamar Jackson. So no, I don't know. Who would you pick? I'm just saying that based on what I've seen, Lamar Jackson has gotten steadily better. Well, Baker Mayfield has not yet right now.
So let me throw this in about Baker Mayfield also. I'm surprised that, okay, he's slow. We knew that. But I thought he could throw on the run based on everything we saw last year. This year it doesn't look like he can throw on the run.
Certainly hasn't been as accurate either from the pocket or on the run. And I know some of it is offensive line, but I also think that he has been missing receivers when he hasn't been under pressure.
Do you think the criticism is bothering him? It's getting to him?
No. I don't think
he's off his back?
Yeah, I don't think he's that kind of guy. I really don't. In fact,
if
anything, he probably invites it and finds some motivation out of it. But it has been, when you thought that they were going into a season with Beckham and Landry, you wouldn't have thought that Beckham and Landry would have one touchdown pass between
the two of them.
And because you knew who the quarterback was. Now, if Cody Kessler were still here, you'd say, you're wasting these wide receivers. But we really thought that, based on what we saw in the training camp and in preseason, that these guys were gonna have a really productive season together.
I think I heard this today. I don't know if it's the combination of the two or just the one, but Beckham has had 2 games where he's had 2 passes caught. Mm-hmm. Could I possibly heard that he only had 1 game of 2 passes caught with New York in all the years he was there?
Probably. Yeah, I think that's probably fair.
Well,
yeah, those were back-to-back games for him.
Yeah, so is that an indictment on the coaching staff, the playbook, the quarterback, or all of the above?
Probably a little bit of all of that. I just, I think they've had a hard time. I don't think he and Mayfield have had a great chemistry at all.
Right.
So I think Mayfield tends to go look for guys that he's more accustomed to throwing to, believing they're going to be where they're supposed to be, maybe.
You mean like Rashard Higgins, who they forgot to use last week?
Yeah, they forgot to use. I mean, these are the things that, that I think that Kitchens has to explain as a, did he overreact to using Antonio Callaway so soon after returning a week ago?
What does that have to do with the next guy?
Well, it shouldn't. But then he decides, well, I got another receiver coming back from injury. Maybe I'm not going to rely on him or make him part of it. But, Mayfield has a very high comfort level with Higgins. And I was surprised that, Callaway plays 47 snaps last week against Seattle, and Higgins plays 0. So
it's hard to believe.
What's happening? Is Freddie Kitchens losing track of substitutions and guys he wants in the game?
Then that's more reason he shouldn't be the coordinator and head coach.